Beach is more than just a race. It's an experience. I'm Michael Reel, and this is ReelUrbanNews.com. Hear their engines roar, meet the drivers, and become a fan. Tristan, what was the track like today?
Well, we had the first session out, so we were pretty much the snowplowers out there getting all the dirt off the track. So it was pretty disgusting out there initially, and that's what you get with the street course. So it was a difficult first session, but I'm sure this afternoon session will be a lot better.
Talk about the monster team. You guys are here in Long Beach, California at the 41st running of the Long Beach Grand Prix. How exciting is it for you?
I mean, the history is immense here, and it's just a great place to race. The fan base is incredible. I always love coming to these street courses. I mean, it's a scary circuit to race at, but yet a fun one because of the crowds that we get here and just the history behind it all.
The fans love the race cars, and they love the race car drivers. How are you handling that?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, the fan base is incredible here. I mean, you go to the regular tracks, and it's nothing compared to this. Fans are great, and it's a little bit different to get used to, but it's always fun.
Because the fans here are tangible.
Right.
You can touch them, and they can touch you.
Exactly.
Makai, you flew out to Long Beach, California from Chicago to attend the 41st running of the Long Beach Grand Prix. How exciting is this opportunity?
It's very exciting. I got to thank a lot of people, those that are behind the scenes helping me be out here to try and help me live my dream. Unfortunately, I won't be driving this weekend, but we will be running these feet around, trying to meet and greet and make something happen for the future.
But now you drove last year, your first race. How exciting was that?
That's correct. I mean, last year it was a dream come true. I lived my childhood dream all of 2014. So there's so many people to thank for that. Very exciting, very humbling, and a lot of learning going on.
You've raced in London.
In England, that's correct.
Yeah.
I had the chance at the end of 2014 to represent the Team USA Scholarship. It'll take 2 young aspiring drivers over to England to compete at Brands Hatch, which is it's the Formula Ford Festival,
sure.
And then at Silverstone for the Walter Hayes Trophy event. And actually at Brands Hatch, I didn't manage to finish one single race.
Mm-hmm.
But at Silverstone, at the grand final, I managed a 3rd place finish out of 118 drivers. And as many of us know, in England, the going gets tough. And it was a great learning experience.
You know, when we're at home, we're watching the racing, we don't see all the real nuts and bolts behind the scenes. Clearly it's competitive on the track, but it's also competitive off the track. Talk about the competition of racing and becoming a race car driver.
Competition, it's going to run deep. It's going to pull on your emotions. You got to keep them all in line. A competition on track is just as strong as it is off the track. You're going to have to learn how to win the race on and off, as we both mentioned. And it's going to be a struggle, but it's not one that's unachievable. A lot of people have done it. They've had great support along the way, and you just got to keep moving, keep pushing for that next opportunity. And just because one door closes, as our parents have all told us, doesn't mean another one won't open.
I know we were talking off camera, and you were saying that you talk to kids around the country, and you talk about the goal of becoming a race car driver. What do you tell young kids who sit at home and who are playing the video games and are dealing with, dreaming of becoming a race car driver? What do you share with them to give them inspiration?
I first say I was in your position, literally in their position, if not months ago, a year ago. And so you got to start off with the belief on the inside and allow that to build, to let it snowball into something much bigger. And then really don't be afraid to ask. You got to go out there, you got to search for the advice, you got to be confident in your approach. Not to say it's something I'm dealing with right now, because I'm learning how to do the very same. But if you got it on the inside, you believe that, okay, if I'm going to go for this, it's going to require a lot of commitment, a lot of desire, a lot of hunger, whatever label you want to put on it, you're going to have to bottle them all up and just be ready for it. But to believe in yourself that you can do it.
Thank you, Makai.
You're welcome.
Are you surprised that this event has had the staying power, not only nationally, but globally? It's a global event.
Yeah, no, well, to be honest with you, I'm not too surprised, because all you have to do is come here and feel the atmosphere and what's going on, and you want to keep coming back. It's if you like cars of any kind, not only they have Indy cars here, they have sports cars here, they have, of course, the Toyota celebrity race here, so it's right next to Hollywood, so it's a great place to be.
It's a long time ago since you've been in a drag car. What do you tell drivers who are driving now 165 up to 190 miles an hour? What kind of advice are you giving them?
Don't lift.
Okay.
No, I try to help young kids along, and when I started racing, there was really no money in it, and in today's world, this is a great career. Some of these fellows make millions of dollars driving these cars, and certainly wasn't like that when I started.
This is a money game. You see the sponsorship,
Yeah.
Obviously Toyota, Firestone,
Yeah.
Target, Cadillac. This is a name brand sport now.
Well, you're exactly right. I mean, you have guys like Roger Penske doing this, and Chip Ganassi, and Target, of course, having Target on board. It's a big deal.
Final question, what's your hope for racing going forward?
Well, I hope that it doesn't go electric, and I hope that we go faster and less wings on the cars. How's that?
All right, thank you so much. What was the track like this morning?
Yeah, everything's really good so far. I mean, I think that the crowd's been really strong. The track feels good. There's so much history at this place, in this race, I think 41 years now. No, I mean, for sure, I think everything's a lot of grip. We're going to go out there, qualify here in a little bit, and I think the track record's got a good chance of going down. So.
We talk to race fans all weekend, and they say what makes this race interesting is that it's tangible in terms of touching the drivers. What is it like for the drivers to interact with the fans?
Well, but I mean, really, that's what it's all about. I think the drivers, we feed off of energy like this. When you see such a huge crowd, it makes it a lot easier to come here, to be excited, to be a part of it. And for sure, I think that's the thing about IndyCar racing as a whole, is the ability to get right up and to see the drivers, to be a part of it, to see the cars. I know a lot of other sports aren't like that. And for the fans to come out, have a beer, bring the family, whatever, and enjoy themselves, this is a great opportunity to do so.
For you as a driver, what's special about the Toyota Long Beach Grand Prix?
Well, history and fans. I say it again. The people are what make it fun. The people are what make this special. And for sure, this is one of the best.
Final question, what's the strategy?
For us, start up front, stay out of trouble. We got a really fast car, the Steak and Shake Maxim. Car has been really good this weekend. If we can start up there and stay up there, have a good chance to win. And finished second here 2 years ago, so we got to do a little better than that.
All righty, thank you.
It was a rain day, and it was one of those weekends where everything is beautiful and sunshiny, and literally when they dropped the green flag, rained. And I believe, if I remember correctly, about 10 or 11 cars literally crashed, not taking each other out, just going off. And unfortunately, she happened to be one of them that ended up in the first turn rubber. And so she was like, I'm still not ready.
Spenser, how was the track today?
The track was great. It's a lot of fun. My first time here at Long Beach and first time in the lights car here, so very excited to be here. And had a good qualifying session, finished second, so we'll try and put the car up a little bit higher. But big thanks to Mazda, Mike Yates, Rising Star Racing, everyone that's helping me, and looking forward to the race tomorrow.
Jack, what was the experience like for you today?
It's like being on an uncontrollable roller coaster. I mean, honestly, before the final lap I was in P6, the team came and said, okay, that's checkered, so you've got one lap to do the job, and I whiteboard the tyres, on that lap, and you're so on the limit here. I think that it's kind of bumpy, which adds to the excitement and factor too, but I mean, on the whole, I was just really lucky that I got the car back in one piece. It's such an exciting circuit. It's one of the best places we come to for sure.
As race car drivers, you guys are in Long Beach interacting with the fans. What's that like for you?
It's unique. There's a special atmosphere here. I know there's a lot of history in the race, but I've really enjoyed just being in Long Beach, in the town, downtown area especially. And people here are excited to see the race. There is for sure the circuits we go to, and people are like, race cars, whatever. But you come here and they're like, race cars, we want to see this, and you've only got to walk around a couple of the venues, exactly, and I mean, they're full. They really are full of lots of things, and it's great to see. It's nice to feel like we're wanted here. I think that's the biggest thing.
The Long Beach experience for you?
Oh, like Jack said, it's great city. I've got a lot of family from California, so a lot of people here supporting me, which is great, and very packed. Even on Friday, it felt like a Sunday at a normal race. So a lot of enthusiasm from the people here, and it's great to see.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. What's your responsibility? You seem to know a lot about this car and about drifting for racing.
Well, what my responsibilities is fabrication work, and also I do some of the running errands and footwork for the team. Just because my availability allows me to do that.
When we talk about the term team,
Yeah.
we see the Indy cars with super teams. What about a car like this? What's the team like?
It takes about 4 guys to really have this car running at its tip-top shape. Right now we're running a skeleton crew just because a lot of the guys have work and family responsibilities and weren't able to make it out. So we're not running super hard, but our next event will be full team, you know, 4 or 5 guys out. We'll have our chassis engineer here, things of that nature.
When we're talking about the speed of this car, I know it's a drift car,
Yeah.
but I know the RPMs are often pretty high.
Yeah.
How fast does this car go?
This one will spin it up to 9,000 RPM. As the season progresses, we'll add a few more RPM just because the later events, the guys get really competitive. Like towards the end of the season, you'll hear guys making 1,200 horsepower and spinning their engines up to like 9,500, 10,000 RPM.
This is called drift racing.
This is drift racing, exactly.
Who drives this car?
Our driver is Kyle Mohan. He's out doing the pace cars for the Grand Prix. He's doing a celebrity race, I believe, also. So he's a hometown favorite. You know, a lot of the crowd out here knows him.
Thank you. No problem. This race is pure excitement. Talk about the exciting moment so far today.
Well, for me, part of the excitement was seeing our drivers excited. You know, these guys have busy schedules, but to see them get up for this, there was some nervousness, there was some anxiety, there was some competition, there was a little bit of everything, and that makes me excited that they're into it.
Don't forget about the noise factor.
Oh yeah, the noise factor, but that's part of it. That gives you the energy, because these guys are going, you know, anywhere from 100 to 200 miles an hour around this thing, and it takes some skill, but just that excitement of the competitors and the drivers.
In addition to the celebrity race, Toyota is synonymous with the Long Beach Grand Prix.
For about 40 years now, absolutely, and we are proud and we are happy to have been a part of it for that long. Pro Celebrity Race, very near and dear to us. Racing for Kids is the charity, children's hospitals, all one big happy group.
What do you do? Everybody's been calling your name, looking for you, texting you. What's your responsibility?
You know what? I'm kind of a jack of all trades. I do a lot of the marketing planning. What that means is you saw many displays around.
Right.
I coordinate that. This year I had added responsibility with the Pro Celebrity Race, you know, getting the cars here, you know, dealing with the celebrities and their arrangements, working very closely with the Grand Prix Association. So it's a little bit of everything.
We'll let it live right there.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Mike, safety must be paramount here at the Toyota Long Beach Grand Prix.
Yeah, here it's the walls are so close. It's like a concrete canyon we're driving through. So, you know, as careful as the guys can be and as good as they are as drivers, they still make mistakes, and so we're just out there to help clean up the mess. You know, keep the guys safe.
When you say mess, what do you guys actually do?
Well, on a road course or street course like this, our main job is to keep the track itself safe, as far as, because our cars are they come apart when they hit. Everybody's seen an INDY car crash, and there's a lot of debris. We got to make sure all that debris is cleared away, and our tires are cut very easily. They have no tread on them, so that debris has to be gone. Because if they run through there, get a flat tire, we're going to cause another wreck. Most of the time what we do out there for the cars and the drivers is to what we call race car recovery. In other words, they'll try to keep it going, but they'll kill the car, the engine will die. They have no starters on these cars, so we carry starters with us. We carry quick jacks that we can turn them in the direction they need to go, get them restarted, and send them on their way. Also, we can take front wings off, back wings off if they're caught in the tires. That way we can expedite everything by getting that front wing off for them, sending them on their way, and then they can get it at the end of the race and that sort of thing. When they do crash and they can't go on their own, then we have a wrecker come pick them up. We'll have the driver go in what we call our doctor car. Sure. We have a physician here with us. The doctor will take him either back to the care center, or if he evaluates him in the car on the way, he'll drop him off at his pit if he's not hurt. If he is hurt, of course, we stabilize the driver. We take care of the driver in the car, get him to an ambulance. pass him off to the local emergency medical care and the emergency doctors here, and then they take it from there, you know. So that's pretty much what our responsibilities are.
Just as fast as these drivers are pushing these cars, when you all jump into safety mode, it's lightning speed.
Yeah, it's as fast as we can go safely. I mean, it's still, when you look at the size of the track, a few mile an hour is not going to make a whole lot of difference in the time we get there. What we try to do quickly is to get in the vehicle and move. You can't make up, you can't make up that few seconds if you delay getting to the truck and moving on the track, because then it gets dangerous. So getting from sitting in the truck, getting it in gear and going is the most important part. And then once you get out there, all of our drivers are emergency drivers. They have emergency certifications at their fire departments. We're all firefighter paramedics from different, from Indianapolis. Sure. Our driver for the Dr. car, she used to be a race car driver in the rally sports.
Wow.
And so she knows what she's doing out there as well. So they're all trained to drive that way. But quick is good, but safe is, it's got to be quick and safe. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Appreciate it. Very nice.